Okay, so today we're going to talk about the new Canadian drone laws. Why don't we take a look at them now? Okay, this is the Transport Canada website, and they list the rules for the recreational drones. You must follow the basic safety rules below. Not doing so puts lives, aircraft, property at risk. Anyways, they're saying that you can get up to $3,000 in fines. What are the rules? Do not fly your drone higher than 90 meters above the ground. That's 300 feet. No closer than 75 meters from buildings, vehicles, vessels, animals, peoples, crowds, etc. I'm not sure what etc. means. Anyway, closer than 9 kilometers from the center of an aerodrome, any airport, heliport, seaplane base, or anywhere that aircraft take off and land. Within controlled or restricted airspace, within 9 kilometers of a forest fire, where it could interfere with police or first responders, at night or in clouds, if you can't keep it in sight at all times, and if you are not within 500 meters of your drone. If your name, address, and telephone number are not clearly marked on your drone. If you violate any of those rules, you're liable for a $3,000 fine. That is ridiculous. Okay, we already had a guideline to stay under 90 meters, and for the most part, I respected that. This business of 75 meters from buildings, vehicles, vessels, animals, peoples, crowds, etc. That is really out there. Basically, they're saying that you can't fly near anything. Even if you go out into the bush to try and fly, there's going to be a squirrel or a chipmunk or something out there, and somebody's going to call and say that you were flying a drone near a chipmunk, and you'll get a $3,000 fine. I think that's ridiculous. Also, how can you realistically maintain a 75-meter perimeter around your drone at all times, making sure that no vessels, vehicles, animals, people, or crowds, etc., move into your space unknowingly? How can you control that? And I'm not sure. You also cannot fly closer than 9 kilometers from the center of an aerodrome or any airport or heliport or seaplane base or anywhere that aircraft take off or land. So if Farmer Joe has a little crop dusting plane and he takes off and lands from his field, you can't fly your drone within 9 kilometers of that field, technically. And if we look at this air drone map, we can see that all of these little circles make no-fly zones, and they generally are around the most populated areas. This is a no-fly zone, that's a no-fly zone, that's a no-fly zone. And, you know, like a place like Vancouver is like just a no-fly zone. You can't fly there. Similarly, like a place like Toronto is a complete no-fly zone. We get there. There we go. Toronto, complete no-fly zone. Like, you know, you have to be 9 kilometers away from the edge of the aerodrome. So you have like an area out here, but that's largely not populated probably, and it's mostly farm field type stuff. And like I said, if a farmer has any kind of flying gizmo out in any of this area, then you're restricted from flying there also. And what this map also probably doesn't show is the heliports for hospitals and that sort of thing. So essentially anywhere you have a hospital, you have a potential for some kind of piddly little heliport, and you won't be able to fly within 9 kilometers of that. So, those aren't marked on this map. It restricts a great deal. And you say, well, you go up here in Ontario, there's lots of place to fly there. It looks pretty open. But if you want to look at where Canadians generally tend to live at, they stay near the southern border, is shown in this density map. So, this is a 12-hour drive to get up here. Nobody's going to go for a 12-hour drive for a 17-minute flight with a drone. Come on now.